Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures that millions of people unknowingly carry in their pockets every single day. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating modern American coins ever discussed by collectors, the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than an ordinary penny. You've probably seen one before. You may even have several sitting inside an old coin jar, tucked away in a drawer, forgotten inside your car's cup holder, or mixed into your everyday pocket change. Most people would never give this coin a second look. They would spend it without hesitation. But what if one small detail could completely change the story? Imagine discovering that a coin worth only 1 cent could actually be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even become the centerpiece of an incredible auction if it possesses the right characteristics. That possibility is exactly why collectors across the United States spend countless hours searching through rolls of pennies every single day. Hidden among billions of ordinary coins are a handful of extraordinary discoveries, and today's coin has become one of the most talked about Lincoln cents among modern coin enthusiasts. Before we reveal everything you need to know about this incredible coin, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and hit the like button so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Every week we bring you the latest information about valuable U.S. coins, hidden mint errors, auction records, fascinating history, and the simple details that could help you identify a treasure hiding in your own collection. Now let's begin our journey back to 1987. The year was 1987. America was experiencing rapid technological growth, the economy was changing, and millions upon millions of Lincoln cents were being produced by the United States Mint. These coins were designed for one simple purpose: to circulate through everyday commerce. They were used to buy candy, newspapers, bus tickets, groceries, and countless other everyday purchases. Hardly anyone imagined that decades later collectors would be examining these same coins under powerful magnifying glasses, searching for tiny details capable of transforming an ordinary penny into a collector's prize. The Lincoln cent itself has one of the richest histories in American coinage. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first regular United States circulating coin to feature the portrait of a real historical person. Before Lincoln appeared on American coins, most designs focused on symbolic representations of liberty. His appearance marked the beginning of a completely new era in American coin design. By 1987, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had already become familiar to millions of Americans. On the front of the coin, Abraham Lincoln's portrait continued to inspire generations, while the reverse displayed the iconic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Every detail reflected decades of American history and craftsmanship. One of the first things collectors notice about the 1987 Lincoln cent is whether or not there is a mint mark beneath the date. Many beginners assume that a coin without a mint mark must automatically be rare. That assumption has led countless people to believe they have discovered a fortune. In reality, a missing mint mark on a regular 1987 Lincoln cent simply means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not place a mint mark on most circulating cents of that era. Billions of these Philadelphia coins were produced, making ordinary examples extremely common. But this is where the story becomes truly exciting. Although most 1987 no-mint mark pennies are common, collectors are always searching for the rare exceptions. The world of coin collecting is filled with amazing discoveries involving dramatic mint errors, doubled dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchets, die cracks, cuds, and spectacular high-grade examples that survived decades without damage. These unusual characteristics can dramatically increase a coin's desirability among collectors. What makes this hobby so exciting is that every single coin has a story. Every scratch, every mark, every strike, every detail tells us something about its journey. Some coins spent decades passing from hand to hand before eventually finding their way into a collector's album. Others remained hidden inside bank rolls for years. A few escaped circulation almost entirely, preserving their brilliant original surfaces. Imagine opening an old family coin collection passed down through generations. You notice an ordinary-looking 1987 penny with no mint mark. At first you think nothing of it. Then you begin researching. You compare the lettering. You examine the date. You inspect the edges. You study the surfaces under magnification. Suddenly you notice something unusual that most people would never recognize. Could it be a rare error? Could it have escaped the mint with a striking defect? Could it be preserved in such extraordinary condition that collectors are willing to compete aggressively for ownership? Those are the questions that drive the excitement of modern coin collecting. Throughout today's video, we'll examine the complete history of the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, explore how these coins were manufactured, discuss the most important features collectors search for, explain how professional grading affects value, reveal some of the most desirable era varieties associated with this era, and help you determine whether the penny sitting in your own collection deserves a closer inspection. We'll also explain why condition matters so much. Two pennies produced on the very same day can have completely different values decades later. One may have circulated through millions of transactions, becoming worn and damaged. Another may have been carefully preserved from the moment it left the mint, retaining its original brilliant red color and nearly flawless surfaces. That difference can completely transform collector interest. Professional grading services carefully evaluate every tiny detail of a coin's preservation. They inspect the luster, strike quality, contact marks, eye appeal, and countless microscopic features before assigning an official grade. Even a single point difference on the grading scale can mean an enormous change in value for the finest surviving examples. As we continue through today's incredible journey, you'll discover why experienced collectors never judge a coin by its face value alone. They understand that rarity is created through a combination of history, preservation, demand, and unusual mint characteristics, not simply by age. So stay with us until the very end because some of the information you're about to learn could completely change the way you look at every Lincoln penny you encounter for the rest of your life. Your next remarkable discovery could already be sitting quietly inside your pocket, hidden in an old piggy bank, resting in a forgotten coin jar, or waiting inside a roll of pennies from your local bank. Sometimes history doesn't announce itself with gold or silver. Sometimes it arrives disguised as the smallest coin in American circulation, waiting patiently for someone observant enough to recognize its true significance. Let's begin the complete story of the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny and uncover why this seemingly ordinary coin continues to fascinate collectors across America. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love discovering hidden treasures, rare coins, and unbelievable stories that could completely change the way you look at the loose change in your pocket, then today is going to be one of the most exciting episodes we've ever shared. Make sure you stay with us until the very end because today's featured coin has surprised collectors, investors, and numismatic experts around the world. We're talking about the United States of America 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that millions of people have seen, thousands have spent without a second thought. And yet, under the right circumstances, one extraordinary example has become one of the most talked about modern Lincoln cents. Before we begin, take a quick look through your coin jar, your wallet, your piggy bank, or even the cup holder in your car. You might have a Lincoln penny sitting there right now, waiting to be examined. Every year, people discover valuable coins hiding in ordinary places, and some of those discoveries have turned into life-changing moments. The next incredible coin could be closer than you think. The Lincoln cent has always been one of America's most beloved coins. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first regular circulating United States coin to feature a real historical figure. For generations, Americans have carried Lincoln cents in their pockets, dropped them into savings jars, used them in everyday purchases, and often ignored them because they seemed so common. But collectors know an important secret. Not every penny is ordinary. Some are worth hundreds, thousands, or even far more because of their rarity, condition, or unique minting characteristics. Today's spotlight falls on the fascinating 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. At first glance, it looks just like every other penny from the era. It features Abraham Lincoln's famous portrait on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the iconic Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959. Its familiar copper color gives no hint that it could attract enormous attention among collectors searching for exceptional examples. The phrase, "no mint mark," often creates excitement among new collectors. Many people immediately believe that a missing mint mark automatically means the coin is rare. In reality, the absence of a mint mark on a 1980 Lincoln cent simply indicates that it was produced for circulation by the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on cents during that period. Billions of these coins were struck, making normal circulated examples extremely common. However, experienced collectors know that extraordinary value does not come from the missing mint mark alone. Instead, the biggest premiums are found in coins with exceptional preservation, dramatic mint errors, or highly desirable die varieties. As we continue this incredible journey, you'll discover why collectors carefully inspect every detail of a 1980 Lincoln cent. Tiny differences invisible to the average person can separate an ordinary 1-cent coin from an exciting collector's item. Professional grading services examine every surface under magnification, evaluating the strength of the strike, the originality of the color, the quality of the luster, and the absence of marks or imperfections. Only the finest known examples achieve the highest grades, and those elite coins often command astonishing premiums compared to ordinary circulated pieces. The year 1980 itself occupies an interesting place in American coin history. Rising inflation and increasing copper prices forced the United States Mint to consider major changes to the composition of the cent. During this period, officials explored different manufacturing options as production costs climbed closer to the coin's face value. Just 2 years later, in 1982, the composition would permanently change from the traditional bronze alloy to copper-plated zinc. Because of this, 1980 represents one of the last years of the classic bronze Lincoln Memorial cent, adding historical significance for collectors interested in the transition of America's coinage. What makes coin collecting so fascinating is that rarity often hides in the smallest details. A tiny doubled letter, an unusual die crack, a dramatic off-center strike, a broad strike, a wrong planchet, or another authentic mint error can transform an otherwise ordinary coin into something collectors compete to own. Every year, remarkable discoveries continue to emerge from old collections, bankrolls, estate sales, and even everyday pocket change, reminding us that hidden treasures still exist. Imagine finding a coin that has quietly traveled through American history for decades. It may have passed through thousands of hands, purchased groceries, bought candy, paid for newspapers, or disappeared into forgotten jars before finally being rediscovered by someone willing to look a little closer. That mystery is one of the greatest reasons millions of people around the world enjoy coin collecting. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story becomes incredibly valuable. In today's video, we're going to explore the complete history of the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln cent, explain how to identify important characteristics, discuss valuable varieties and mint errors, examine what professional grading means for collectors, and reveal why certain examples have captured tremendous attention in the numismatic marketplace. We'll also show you the details that many beginners overlook when searching through their own coins. One important reminder before we continue: exciting price claims circulating online should always be verified through reputable auction records and professional grading services. While headlines sometimes mention extraordinary values, the overwhelming majority of 1980 no mint mark Lincoln cents found in circulation are worth only face value or a modest collector premium. Truly exceptional prices are reserved for the rarest certified condition rarities or significant mint error coins, not ordinary examples. So don't go anywhere, because today's journey is packed with history, fascinating facts, expert collecting tips, and surprising discoveries that could completely change the way you look at every penny you find. If you enjoy rare coins, hidden treasures, valuable collectibles, and real stories from the world of numismatics, you're in exactly the right place. Grab your favorite Lincoln cents, sit back, and let's begin exploring the remarkable story behind the United States of America 1980 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny.